Yo, 59 Gaming, what's going on? It is your boy ZVG coming back to you guys again today with another video on the 59 Gaming channel. And today I'm joined by Swift.
Yo, yo.
And my boy Azik.
What's going on, guys?
And today we're going to be doing a round 4 recap, seeing that round 4 just ended on the 59 Gaming channel with all the matches. And we're also going to go through the best matches of that round and talk about the highlight plays, this and so forth. And we're also going to be looking at the league standings currently before we head off into round 5. So with that said, let's jump into the first match that was posted on the 59 Gaming channel, which was Swift versus Palmzor. Alright guys, so we're going to be taking a look at the second match between Swift versus Palm, the best match of this matchup right here. Now Swift, my boy, since you're here with us, please tell us what was going through your mind when you were about to go up against Palmzor with your team versus his. What were your thoughts?
So honestly, when we were doing our wheel spins, I thought it was pretty funny. We both pulled LF Frieza, so I knew he was going to bring him. And I think I definitely lucked out getting that red Zenkai Broly. He was kind of a staple for the team I had going. But yeah, I thought it was definitely going to be a good game. I definitely got a little bit lucky with the wheel though. What did you guys think?
Honestly, seeing you both pull LF Frieza was kind of interesting since, you know, all the speculation about him getting a Zenkai or whatever. So I feel like this would be like a showing like before he got a Zenkai. So I feel like that was pretty interesting. And also I agree with what you said about the Zenkai Broly because he proved to be a game changer for you in this matchup right here. What do you think, guys?
Oh, absolutely.
Yeah, dude, it was just crazy too because I honestly do think that you had the edge in this because you kind of just had a pretty, like, I'm not gonna lie, you kind of have like a little bit of a Frieza Force team going on here because Broly does fit onto that Frieza Force tag, the Scouter Vegeta does. I don't think he brought in the Scouter Vegeta, but you also had the Transforming Frieza there too, so it kind of looked like they knew what kind of team they were trying to directing you towards.
Yeah, no, for sure. It was, I was actually pretty happy the two Friezas. I had a little bit of synergy going on. Yeah, and like you said, it's almost kind of like a pseudo Frieza Force team, so it ended up working out pretty good.
For sure.
But yeah, let's go ahead and let's go ahead and jump into the match and see. We can go ahead and watch the whole match and see how this plays out.
Yeah, and just highlight the key plays and so on and so forth.
Yeah, absolutely.
Actually, let me turn this shit on. Alright, hold on.
So we are watching from Palmzor's angle right now.
Yeah, so the match starts off right here, and Palms actually got off to an early lead right here with this tri card. He's gonna pop the blue card, do some huge damage on your Zenkai Broly right here. So Palms looked like he had the control at the beginning of the match.
Yeah, I led off with a risky play. I started with a tackle, and he definitely punished me for it.
But you were able to get the punish off right there, though. You were actually able to catch him in the sidestep.
This is some very good damage. This Broly is actually not that bad. Like he is pretty good.
Yeah, for sure.
All right, so Palm's gonna try to catch you with the green card here, but he misses, and you're gonna transfer him with the red golden Frieza. I mean, he doesn't see too much love nowadays. Obviously, I mean, he's been power crept, but like he put in work in this match. Like, look at that damage right there, man. That was a lot.
Yeah, that's actually some really good damage from Red Frieza. His strike damage is no joke, but yeah, he's definitely fallen off from what he used to be.
Alright, so Palms popped the early main. I mean, you popped the early main, I should say, and then Kid Buu actually tagged this. I was actually surprised. I mean, everybody was surprised, even Asdi, because when he was commenting this match, even he was surprised that he lived right there.
I know, dude, because this being like the OG Kid Buu, right? Like I was just like, oh, dude, there's no way this man is dead on arrival.
And so tries to get the early kill off right there, but he didn't have any cards, I assume.
Yeah.
Alright, so Palms,
right there, very good play from Palms.
This is actually the game-changing play right now because you guaranteed that kill right here.
I think catching him in that sidestep right there, as soon as I popped that main ability and heard that sidestep, I kind of knew it was game.
Yeah, and this basically killed all his support and everything, so his team was going to be doing less damage right here, and he also didn't have, you know, the paralysis or whatever to like give you any problems.
Yeah, absolutely.
And Palms with the risky play with the Rise Inertia right there, I mean, that could have ended up bad if you sidestep right there, so I mean, it did work out obviously, but that's a very risky play to take.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely. Honestly, too, the thing that I was thinking of, too, when I saw this play happen right before my very eyes, I was just like, I kind of thought that Palm would have had a lot more of a better chance if he would have just Rising Rushed either the Frieza or the Broly. Because if he would have got the Frieza, he would have had this Goku basically freed up, right? And then the Broly just left to deal with. But I don't know. I was kind of on the fence about him rising rushing the transforming Golden Frieza.
Yeah, that was a misplay,
I agree.
honestly, because like now the Goku's pretty much stuck against his Frieza. And right here, Swift with the ballsy play of rising rushing right there, and Palms he just got caught, and then that pretty much sealed his fate right there, man. Like that was I was surprised watching this match and seeing that Swift actually went for the rising rush right there.
Yeah, it was definitely a risky play. I think if I can remember right, I saw the exclamation mark and I was like, you know what, I'm just going for it.
Alright, makes sense. And yeah, that's pretty much game. Kid Buu cannot defeat either of these units by himself, and Palms basically hanging out for dear life right here.
Yeah.
Yeah. And that's gonna basically wrap it up right there for the best game between me and Palms.
Yeah, and Swift basically ended that right there with a 2-0 victory over Palms. Swift, did you expect it to be, you know, a 2-0, or did you expect it to like go to a third match?
So my boy Palmzor, for those that don't know, he is an incredible Dragon Ball Legends player. I expected it to go to the third match. But like I mentioned, I think the wheel definitely blessed me a little bit. And sometimes with these League and Stuff games, it really comes down to the luck of the draw with the wheel. So I definitely did not expect the 2-0, but I think we did have some great games.
Oh yeah, for sure. It's funny too that you mentioned the third game, because if you look at round 4, no matches went to that third game. So you can definitely tell that a lot of these people right here suffered from the Wheel of Doom.
Yeah,
absolutely.
I also think
that is why it's called the Wheel of Doom.
round that didn't have a third match. Yeah, it's pretty much the only round that didn't have a third match, which was a first, and it was that's pretty crazy to take note of, actually.
Yeah.
All right, guys. So with that said, we're gonna move on into the second match that was posted on the 5-9 Gaming channel, which was ZVG versus Tom FPS. Let's go.
All right, so we're moving on to the game between Tom versus EVG, and I gotta say these games were really good. Asdeek, what did you think?
The second match in particular.
Yeah, dude. Honestly, like ZVG ended up taking both games home, but Tom was so hungry for the W that I almost wanted him to take it. That I was right here when I was spectating, when I was commentating on this match right here. I wanted it to go to the third game so badly.
Yeah, I agree, and I gotta say, I think you guys both played very well, and I think for the teams that Tom got, he definitely played very well as well. So
yeah.
Honestly, he played out of his mind. Honestly, with the team that he got versus my team. Honestly,
yeah, that's what I'm saying. He handled it very well.
I feel like in this particular match is where the wheel really, you know, came into effect. I mean, his team just wasn't on par with mine, even though mine isn't that good either. I also have Goku Black and he has LF Broly, but he doesn't have anybody to counter my Goku Black, while I have counters for his LF Broly, right? So it was a pretty interesting match. It was a pretty drawn out match. Honestly, like I was sweating this entire match. Let me tell you guys right now, like he gave me some real trouble, man. That's just the nature of him being like one of the best players in the game, right?
Yeah, exactly.
So,
100%.
Yeah, all right. The match starts, dude. I always go for a strike, or I always go for a blast card when the match starts, dude. I don't know. It's already.
And we are watching from Tom's perspective, just so everybody knows.
Yeah, so I caught him right there with the green card, and I went into Goku Black right there. Okay, got a nice combo off. Now I knew that he was gonna go into full power Frieza, but I just waited out right there, and I got him in the sidestep, and it was looking pretty okay so far.
Yeah, that was a very good play, ZVG.
Yeah, I think that's like the best way to drop combo right there, is to just wait for the sidestep overall, just in case they anticipate you to drop combo, right? That's extremely smart.
Yeah, I learned that after people doing it to me, so you know, you gotta.
This poor man Vegeta is doing no damage.
Oh, you haven't seen no damage yet. It gets even worse when this match
that's just the tip of the iceberg
goes
right there.
on. Yeah. So a chance from with Gogeta here. Honestly, I haven't used this guy in a very long time, so it was pretty weird using him, but it was fun, I would say. Even though he kind of like didn't really do much, because he had like full power Frieza and LF Broly, who he doesn't do much damage to.
Exactly, for sure. Another thing that I wanted to mention too is that I'm not gonna lie, I felt like ZVG put a little bit of extra salt in the wound here, because on Tom's side of the team, his best unit basically was that LF Broly, right? And you can look at ZVG's team right there in the top right. He ended up bringing 2 greens against him, and so I was like, oh god. So it just felt a little bit rough over here for Tom.
That was a very good play from Tom right there. So normally what happens is the opponent normally sidesteps and then you get a perfect vanish, but then Tom waited me out and then caught me in side step, and that's how I was able to get the rising rush off right there.
Yeah, yep, that play that you just described is a top tier play.
Yeah.
100%.
And
100%.
his rising rush goes through, but will it kill though? Will it kill though? That's the real question. And
this is the biggest
not,
heartbreak of this
sadly.
whole set right here, this whole series.
Yeah,
this Vegeta just could not pull through for Tom.
That was when Tom said, okay, I'm gonna have to go Ultra Instinct on ZVG. And I think that was when he got into like the zone against me, honestly, because here on out he made some really incredible plays.
Yeah. And I think, like, watching this back now, I think, honestly, like, throughout this entire match, I don't think Tom missed a blue card with this Frieza.
Yeah, he used it pretty effectively, I'm not gonna lie. And also, to what Azik said previously, I did make sure to bring in 2 greens to really counter his LF Broly, because once he gets going, it's pretty impossible to stop him. So I had to take that into account when picking my units for this match right here.
Exactly.
I gotta say though, the team that Tom picked right here, I actually really like. He's got the Broly to deal damage, and then he has this Frieza to tank a little bit. Also having endurance, which is a nice defensive option. I think I think out of the units that he got, he picked a decent team right here.
Yeah,
and I agree. You picking 2 greens honestly kind of made the match.
Yeah.
That was a very smart play.
Yeah, so I rising rushed his Vegeta right here. In hindsight, I really shouldn't have rising rushed him, but I just needed to get somebody out because I felt like he was in control for the entire period right there. So I just had to, you know, break his control a bit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, exactly.
I can understand that for sure.
He was
getting
really
him down
control
one vanish is
entire...
extremely huge.
Yeah, so I just had to take it right there. I didn't want to hold on to it any longer.
And also, since his Rising Rush didn't get the kill, your Rising Rush getting the kill really helps turn the match in your favor a little bit.
No,
yeah,
I really expected that blue card to actually kill me right there. I'm not gonna lie.
I definitely did too.
He tanked that pretty well, actually.
And this is where Tom kind of just utilizes these green cards like no other, man. Like he actually went crazy with these green cards. He ended up getting a lot of them.
I'm telling you, but
the
like
match.
he went Ultra Instinct, man. I'm telling you, like he went Ultra Instinct. He probably made with Broly right there, tried to get me there, but I sidestepped it. I went to a combo with mine. Now right here, I was just like, okay, let me just get this combo as slow as possible so I can waste timer counts to bring back in Goku Black, because mine's gonna get shredded against this Broly right here. And
yeah.
And me doing that is gonna buff his Broly more, but just the fact that I can't stay with Mai is just oppressive as hell for me.
Yeah. I think it really helps that Mai, a lot of people like just forget about this, is that Mai has that card draw speed. Like she is a support unit. She's going to be able to be good for stall. She's going to be able to be good for like putting bleeds and stuff like that. And that's exactly what you did right there. You kind of just used her for that stall game, right? And so you can bring out Goku Black and, you know, be able to tank this a lot like better and not be down to banish.
Yes, as you guys can see right here, Mai is doing no damage and my Goku Black is kind of out of commission right now because he's doing a very good job of making me swap out of Goku Black, honestly, because I can't really take too much damage with him because I don't want him to die, you know, because when he dies, the game is effectively over. And I also have to worry about that full power Frieza because he can actually deal damage to my Goku Black.
Yeah, definitely.
That was one of the best cover plays right there. I'm not gonna lie, that was one of the best cover plays that I've seen him do because he predicted me hardcore right there and he just ultimately cut my combo.
Yep. The only thing right there is that the only thing that I didn't agree with right there, like it was a good play with the green card right there, and he was able to catch you with the green card. But I feel like since he didn't have a blue card, he didn't get too much value out of it, and he kind of just reset the neutral game, right?
Yeah. Now I was hoping for this to kill. Did he kill actually?
Yeah.
Okay, yeah, so he does kill. And right here, if we take a look at the timer counts right here, it's 26 timer concept. So in my mind right now, I'm just like, okay, I gotta just get this guy out of here. Like I got 26 timer counts and I know that Tom is gonna stall me out. So with me knowing that, hopefully I could like counter predict him. But just watch the masterpiece, man. That's all I can say, man. Just watch the masterpiece.
Yeah, I agree. When it gets that late in the game, your main focus has to just be deal as much damage as you possibly can.
Exactly. Because also at this point in time, Tom still has his endurance, right? So I think he's still just kind of like ultimately he does want to stall out the game.
Right, 100%.
And the look of the draw gave him another green card right there, which was, dude. And he just called me out on that, honestly. Like that was really the game changer right there. Then he got back his vanish, I think. Yep. And the time went down. Now, honestly, I thought I was gonna lose this match. I was so upset with myself because I was like, okay, I'm gonna lose on damage and whatever. But luckily, his team just wasn't, you know, as good as mine, and my team just did way more damage than him. So it was a great match. He outplayed me completely, but at the end of the day, my team was just much better than his, and that's just due to the luck of the draw, right?
Exactly.
Yeah, that's really what it comes down to. And I have to say that game was incredible. Props to you and both you and Tom.
Tom's
Exactly.
a goat, man. He's really
I think that
good.
was probably my favorite match of round 4.
Yep, that was an incredible match.
Yeah, and so I took the 2-0 victory against Tom right there. And the next match we're going to take a look at is against the two big boys, the homie versus the Chad. Garresh versus Radical. Let's go. Let's go.
Alrighty, for the next match that we're going to go ahead and be taking a look at, we're going to be looking at Radical versus Garresh. We're going to go ahead and be looking at the second match because this is basically like the highlight of the whole series right here. And as you can tell right here, basically from what it looks like, we're going to be taking a look at Garesh's perspective. And he kind of has somewhat of a Saiyans team built right here. And then on Radical's side, he kind of has more of like the oddball team. What do you guys think?
Yeah, honestly, I think going into this one, I mean, Garesh's team just looks way much better, especially considering the fact that Kaba does support Vegeta family units. So just him having that, as well as Zenkai 7, Scarlet Vegeta, as well as Super Saiyan 4 Vegeta, who's one of the best damage dealers in the game. Even to this day, I mean, his damage is still pretty good. And just looking at Brad's team, it's looking like it's kind of like a, I don't know, man. Like the wheel really messed up Brad's team right here. It doesn't look good at all. What do you guys think? What do you see? What do you think,
an oddball description was the perfect description because this, I think Brad's main hope right here is bring DKP. Hopefully he can control the Dragon Balls of the game. But then again, you look at Garresh and he's got that red Vegeta, so I think Brad's definitely at a disadvantage here.
100%.
All right, let's move on into the actual match where the match begins. Dude, what is Garesh's name? Oh my god, that's actually pretty weird. All right, so he leads off with Kaba, and Brad actually brings Ryodo and Pan in. Okay, a GT combination right there. All right. He brought in
he brought in the
too.
Titans Yamcha.
He
Dude.
brought in Yamcha, bro. For the memes.
I forgot he didn't even bring DKP.
Yeah,
I completely forgot that.
Oh
yeah,
my
he bring
God,
DKP.
dude.
Now, obviously, I feel like he went for the meme setup right here just because he felt like he wouldn't have won anyway. But it's still pretty funny to see that Ryodo and Pan and even Baseball Yamcha getting some shine right here.
Yeah,
he definitely went for the meme team.
Yeah.
Yeah, 100%. Dude,
All right,
Pan was so broken back in the day, though. She honestly didn't even do bad damage.
Brad actually got a pair advantage right there, but he used a green card unconsciously, essentially, right? Because normally that happens in PvP too. Like when you like dodge and you're like, okay, I'm gonna pop the green card anyway, they just mess up a pair advantage.
Yeah, definitely. Honestly, it's so odd to me that it's even with the blue card from the Vegeta right there, Titans Yamcha honestly didn't take it too badly, right?
Yeah, and Swift, do you recognize this player right here? I'm pretty sure we talked about this like before the match start. So basically, what Garresh was, he dodged it and then he backed up a bit, to give himself some separation, and then sort out into Kaba right there. So that's actually a top tier play like in high PvP. Would you agree, Swift? Since you are
absolutely, and then
PvP
also
player.
immediately popping that main ability from Kaba right there gives him a vantage point to see what he should do next.
Yeah.
So not only is what he did as a top play, and by the way, the play that we're describing, basically after you vanish a blast card, you can immediately backfloat a little bit, see what your opponent's doing. And Garresh right here immediately brought Kaba in, popped the main ability, and like I said, that gives him a vantage point. You can really decide what to do from there. This is definitely a top tier play.
And that's exactly what he does, right? Like how you were mentioning from that vantage point, he gets to pop the main ability, he sees his opponent going into that sidestep, so he feels like it's safe to go ahead and use that blast, and he will not get perfect vanish.
Absolutely, and that is always the smarter way to play is use those time stops, get a vantage point, and see what your opponent's doing, and at that point just react. You got to just react to it.
And Brad loses Baseball Yamcha right there, and Pan's gonna do some alright damage to Vegeta right here. Not much, but it's decent enough.
Yeah, I think type advantage was really the main reason for that.
Yeah,
poor Pan.
She's gonna get a Zenkai soon. Don't worry. She'll be the savior of GT.
That would actually be hilarious.
So Brad pops his Rising Rush right here and does this. Yeah, I'm pretty sure he's gonna kill it if it goes through, and he does go through. So Brad's looking like he's gonna take a character out here from Garresh.
Yeah, and this is going to nullify the support that he was giving to the Vegeta family units, right?
Yeah, which is a
Because he
very
no
good
longer
play on
get the
his
swap
part.
in buffs.
Yeah, and he also had type advantage over Pan too. So that green unit right there was actually a very smart play from Brad's perspective.
Definitely.
But the damage is just too much, man.
Yeah.
The damage is just the damage just, even though he made a good play, it's just the damage was just too, and Pan's not doing anywhere close to the amount of damage that he was doing to her. So
Yeah.
this looks
I
like
think Scouter Vegeta really not even being top tier, but I think at the same time just being a Zenkai unit, being Zenkai 7, I'm sure Garresh, knowing Garresh, he hasn't fully soul boosted. A unit like that can literally make or break a League and Stuff game.
yeah,
Exactly.
and it looks like Garresh doesn't want to use his Rise and Rush in this match, which was fair play, I guess, considering the teams, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Definitely.
You gotta give him props for that
Yeah.
though.
Yeah, I think definitely what screwed Brad over too. I think what would have made Brad have like a significant increase in his chance of winning if he did have the DKP at a higher Zenkai level, because he only had him at Zenkai level 1, so I think that's why he opted
Yeah.
not to bring him in.
100%. If he had him Zenkai 7, it would have definitely helped this match.
Mm-hmm.
Pan's holding on, man. I'm not gonna lie. Pan's holding on, and she's gonna die. And she's gonna die. So yeah, Garresh took this one 2-0 victory over Brad. And yeah, he took that W. And Brad looked like he got cooked by the wheel extra hard right there. So yeah, man. So the final match of this round 4 is going to be Nazarachi versus Dragon Ball Joe. Dragon Ball Joe hoping to get a victory finally in this league and stuff, and Nazarachi trying to come back from his previous defeats to get a higher score in this league and stuff. Alright, so for this matchup between Nas versus Joe, we are going to be taking a look at the second match, and it's kind of like a common thing in this video where we go over the second match of each of these fights, just because I mean the second match is normally the match where like the person who's losing is trying to like get a win, and then the person who's winning is trying to like end off the whole matchup right there, right? So normally
Yeah.
these matches are going to be the best matches out of each set. So it looks like Nazarachi has a movies team going on right here with Dispo and Under 13 on the bench, and Joe has an oddball team essentially.
Yeah. It's looking a little bit rough on Joe's side. I really can't lie. Like, he has Videl on there, he has Rosie, like he has the Saiyan Armor Trunks, one of ZVG's favorite units.
No.
I don't know.
And I think this is kind of another situation where, if Joe had that Broly Zenkai 7, it would definitely be
Yeah.
helping him out a little bit.
Exactly.
All right, so let's move on to the match, man. Let's see what
Yep,
happens.
let's go ahead and jump in.
Alright, so the match is beginning. We're looking at Nazarachi's perspective here, and he brings our green, yellow setup, which is pretty nice, but then Joe has a green, red setup. So let's see what happens. He catches him there, I think. Okay, never mind. That doesn't change, right? But he does get the combo off right there, which is okay damage. Going to Gogeta, he drops the combo here.
Yeah, we
And
get a
him
lot
and-
of vanishes coming out from both of these guys right here
Yeah.
at the very beginning.
And now Joe has the color advantage right here and does some
Ooh,
decent
Nas
damage.
kind of backed himself into a corner right there.
Yeah. Brings in the Trunks, one of my favorite units, as Zeke mentioned. He's not though. But yeah, he brings in, he tries to catch him. Oh, he does catch him. Nice. Even though you didn't really use it to good use, right?
Yeah, he didn't have any
Did
more
Nas
parts to
have
follow
Yellow
up on
Vegeta
it.
Zenkai 7?
No,
He only had him at
he was
Zenkai level
Zenkai
2.
Okay. I think that's a good point to remember.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. So
Honestly,
again, coming
that
back to
Trunks'
the
green
point
card
where-
is very underrated. Like, if you can catch it, you can basically guarantee your Rise and Rush, guarantee your ultimate or whatever else, and he also restores Vanish and give you Key. It's a very, very, very good green card.
Yeah.
I will say Nas catching him into the sidestep right there was a very good play by Nas.
Yeah, definitely.
Oh, no
and then we
signal
have a
right
little
there,
bit of a
boys?
cutout
No
here.
signal?
Decord.
Okay,
DC.
that did like 25% damage to Red Vegito. I mean, he's still a tank, honestly. Like, he has some very good defensive stats.
Absolutely.
Okay, we got fusion and fusion action right here, boys. Gogeta versus Vegito. Who's a better fusion? And
But
Gogeta is
that's
looking
where he
like he's gonna.
cannot tank right there.
Yeah,
dude. He just
that's
was
what you
not
move.
able to eat that hit.
Yep. Okay, he brings
Nas
in
is still
Trunks.
locked in for a couple seconds.
Yeah, he brought him in. Nice. Honestly, this Trunks, I mean, the biggest problem with this Trunks is the fact that he needs to stay out on the field like 12 timer counts to get his full buffs and whatever.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah.
Just kind of like the cell,
I remember
right? The side-by-side cell.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Okay, some damage.
absolutely.
They're gonna do a lot of damage to Nas. Yep. Okay. That's a lot of damage right there. I'm not gonna lie. And he catches him with the blue card. So Nas is down to 2 units and Joe still has 3. So see what happens.
That's
right
a
there.
game-changing play right there.
Yep.
Yeah, so
and,
now it's down to the 3v2 situation, but Nas
and
still
he
does
drops
have
the
his
combo
rising
right
rush.
there, but he catches it back combo and he goes for the rising rush.
Yeah, dude. So Joe is just looking like to be like in an incredible position right here. He just got one character down without the rush. He's gonna get another character down with the rush, and so it's basically going to be a 3v1 right here.
Yeah. So Nas is looking like he's in a big lot of trouble right now, and Joe's looking like he's gonna finally get a victory here. Okay, he goes to the green card there with the cooler Goku. And you catch him in the tackle. Now right there, I think is where the entire game changed. That one tackle, Joe not being able to waste his vanish early, I think is what caused him to like lose the unit right here.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was a very good tackle play by Nas.
Yeah, definitely. I think it's
Because
also
him right
important
there?
to note there too that I think that what Joe should have done there is kind of just, I would have just swapped out a unit just so I could try to get Nas's rising rush out of the way, because just letting one unit die and just letting him keep that rising rush, it just makes him more open to go ahead and just turn it back around into a 1v1 situation, right?
Yeah, now Joe is basically buffing up Nas's Goku to extraordinary levels right here, because as we all know, the more damage he takes, the stronger he gets, and Joe was doing a lot of combos right there and not doing too much damage, so he was basically buffing up his Goku. Like, look at the damage right there, man, from that one blue card.
Exactly.
So yeah, now it's a 1v1 situation between cooler Goku and my favorite unit in the game right now. So he misses it. Him missing that special move right there was pretty bad for Joe, and he catches him with the green card, which is nice. He doesn't get back his vanish and everything. Nice play right there. And now this is actually a really close match right here. So can cooler Goku come back? Yeah,
it could almost go
Nas?
either way.
Yeah, so now
and
it's
he
like a
drops
one-touch
the combo.
match. Yep.
Yeah,
and so
I
that,
think right here is
Very
when,
nice play by Nas.
Yep, the sidestep wait right there.
Yeah, and this is basically gonna guarantee Nas's victory in this match right here. So Joe had a 3-1 lead against Nas, but then he choked just like the Golden State Warriors.
I gotta say that comeback from Nas was incredible.
Yeah, that comeback was pretty high.
That was
right
a
there.
very good comeback.
So
that was the
Joe
best character to make the comeback with, right? Do you guys think he would have been able to make that same comeback with any of his other units that he had on the field?
Nope.
Probably not.
Probably Gogeta, because Gogeta has a green card that can immobilize, restore his vanish, cancel out any card in the game except for special moves. So he could have probably come back with that. Gogeta.
That Goku is just insane. Like, I feel like he's such an underrated. Yeah, he possibly could have came back with another unit, but I think that Goku being the last unit definitely helped him.
Yeah,
Goku is honestly like a very underrated unit. He's I literally loved that unit so much when he first came out.
I think everything just went wrong for Joe this match. First, not getting to waste Nas's vanish with the Red Vegito, and then also dropping his combo with the Green Broly and missing the special move with the Trunks was pretty detrimental to his downfall, honestly. And then he just kept eating the damage from the Trunks.
Exactly. It was just so heartbreaking because you say that everything was just going wrong towards the end there, but everything was looking so good in the beginning.
Yeah, everything was going good in the beginning, and then everything else went poop as soon as it went on 1v3 situation right there. But yeah,
but we've all been there. I think it was one of those matches where it's like you start off good, you think you're gonna win, you maybe get a little cocky, and then boom, you start making mistakes, and then you end up losing.
That's happened to me.
We've all been there.
That's happened to me before, honestly. I've had videos on my channel where I choked a lot of matches, so I can understand where Joe is coming from. But yeah, Nas took the 2-0 victory in that matchup, and basically that was the end of round 4. Now, looking at the league standings right here, we do have Garresh and myself tied for first place with the same record, 3 wins and 1 loss. And we have the anime boy, the Wonder Kid Swift, coming up here looking to make a comeback. Now, if you guys didn't know, Swift did get Endakuba's record of 0 wins and 2 losses, but ever since Swift took Endakuba's spot, he's been on tear, man. He's beat Palmzer and Tom FPS, and he's going up against me in the next round, so it looks like
it's gonna be a good game, man.
Definitely.
It's gonna be a very good game. Now, obviously, I have to win. I cannot let Swift come from a 0-2 record coming up and tying with me, guys. You know what I'm saying? So I have to. Hopefully, the wheel blesses me.
Hey, I wouldn't be surprised, man. I've had some, like I said earlier, I've had some decent luck so far with the wheels, so I think it's about time I get a shafting.
But yeah, guys. So there are 3 rounds left: round 5, round 6, and round 7, and it's pretty much anyone's game at this point, except for Dragon Ball Joe, sadly. But yeah, Palmzor, Radical, Nazarachi, and Tom and Swift all having the same record of 2 wins and 2 losses. Well, me and Garresh obviously are above them with 3 wins and 1 loss. So it's pretty much anyone's game for the next coming round. So it's gonna be pretty interesting and hype to see who comes out on top in this league and stuff.
All I know is that going into the next round, I am rooting for Dragon Ball Joe. He is going to get that win. Let me know if you guys think that he's going to get that win in the next round, man.
Yeah, and also let us know, who do you guys think will win the league and stuff. And also let me know, what are your round 5 predictions? Who's gonna take which match? Is Nas gonna be Garresh? Is Tom gonna be Dragon Ball Joe? Is Dragon Ball Joe gonna be Tom? Or is Radical gonna be Palmzor? Let us know in the comments down below. And yeah, we hope that you guys stick around for all the other league and stuff rounds and matches. And we hope you guys have a great time watching all those matches and stuff, man. We really put a lot of effort into these matches, and we hope you guys enjoy them, right? Also follow us on Snapchat, Twitter, Twitch, Instagram, TikTok, LinkedIn, all that stuff, man. MySpace, we have MySpace too. But yeah, this is UDG with Swift and Azlik, and we will catch you guys in the next round recap of league and stuff.
Hey, take it easy, everybody.
All right, laters, guys.